Hello class, welcome to the first lesson you'll have this year. Now this is a kind of tutorial, so if you need to ask me to pause the video anytime to take notes or ask questions, that's perfectly fine. Feel free to do so. Alright, let's begin. So for your notes, you need to write down everything that I have on my paper. And let me explain what these things are. These first numbers that you see indicate the chapter and the section from that chapter that this lesson comes from. So this is from Chapter 1, Section 1, and the chapter is called Variables and Expressions. And you can find this in your textbook on page 4. Don't go there now, but I'm giving you the page number, and I'll do so with every lesson we do, so that if you need to get more examples, have some extra practice, or just to see some, maybe some pictures or anything that relates to that topic, you can go to the textbook and use that as a resource. All right, now this right here is a definition that we'll use for this section. The definition is right here, the word I mean is right here, and the definition is the whole sentence. The word we're defining is variable. A variable is a letter that stands for a number. Now I'm pretty sure some of you already knew that because you've used them probably before last year or maybe even back in 5th grade. They're like X or A or B or C. Okay? Let's look at another phrase that we need to define. And it's this one right here. Variable expression. Okay? So a variable expression is a mathematical phrase that uses variables, numbers, and operation symbols. Okay? So it's a phrase that uses variables, numbers, and operation symbols. Now, some people see the word expression and they think like a figure of speech or an expression on someone's face, but that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about the variables having an expression like it looks like a sad X or a happy X. No. Now, some people do wonder about this right here. Operation symbols. Okay, we just defined variables. I know what those are. Numbers, yeah, I've known those since preschool. But operation symbols, what are those? Well, they're these. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Now there are other operation symbols besides these, but these are the 4 basics, okay? We also have things called numerical expressions. A numerical expression is like a variable expression, but except it doesn't contain any variables in it. So here's an example. 4 plus 2. That's a numerical expression. An example of a variable expression would be something like this. X plus 3. It contains a variable, a number, and an operation symbol. Let's go over the last thing that this section covers, and that is writing variable expressions. You might be given phrases like this. 16 more than M, or X less than 2. To write these as expressions, you would simply do this. Now the order does matter. Think about this. 16 more than M. It means I'm adding 16 to M. So I would say M plus 16. If I say X less than 2, I'm really saying that I am taking away that X. So I need to write that as 2 minus X. Now, if you have any questions, I'm going to turn the video off now and I'll let you guys ask questions. Make sure that you take good notes, and if you need to go back over everything, just let me know.